Alrighty then, folks, hello there, and welcome back to some more SD Gundam's G Generations Crossrays. I totally didn't say Genesis twice in a row. Anyway, last episode we did some G-Unit stuff. And apparently we saved the get bar, which is pretty cool. I really like that mechanic. If you watch the other episode, which will either come out after this or before this, I haven't decided yet. I talked about that, I, did the in-between battle stuff, and I kind of talked about the story of G-Gen. Kind of fun, you should watch it. Or don't, it's up to you. But we don't get to do Mission 2. We don't get to do that till the full game comes out. So we're going to be doing 00F today. I actually went out and bought the first volume of 00F. The import store that I usually go to had it on like super discount, so it was really fun. It's really, really nice. Like, I paid like 50 cents for it or something. Crazy. So raid groups can have up to 8 units. That is why they're so good. I fully understand now. That is like super nice, especially early on in the game. Also, I bought a spinner roadie for, blood. Because who doesn't like the spinner roadie? I actually really like it. The spinner roadie being the civilian version of the roadie. We'll try to upgrade that into either a landman roadie or a heavy roadie or man roadie, I think they called the brewers had. The heavy roadie being the Graham roadie. The one that the Sunset mercenaries used. Yes. I vaguely remember things on occasion. Plus, when I record now, my brain's just kind of dead, and I don't know why. Like, if I wasn't recording, I could recall it off the top of my head, but I guess I'm too distracted. I don't know. But we're going to be playing this. So, this is only the, I think up to Chapter 4 of 00F. This is the Abulhool battle or whatever. This is in the Telecommon Desert, where the bug thing that Ali was using to try to capture the Exia that ultimately failed. Apparently there's a bunch of other stuff that happened at the same time that's never brought up in the anime. Maybe if we get a remaster of it, it might happen. But yeah, Ali has combat number 2. Random eyeless mercenary has endurance 1, and physical weapons efficiency 1. Useful. And no doubt this is the Dula and either the Dynames or the Exia that we'll have a chance to get. Also, I don't know what strategy suspend data is, but okay. You'll notice that right below stage they have atmospheric and ground. So we'll have flying combat and ground combat. I didn't notice that one before, and that's super useful. I'm curious what they mean by surface, though. Like, the surface of the moon? Is that a different environment type? Oh, so the main character of this is named Fon Spaak, or Fon Spaak. Basically, he's not exactly a, murderer like Blood. But he's a felon, and he's nobody really likes him, and he's kind of crazy. Except for Veda really likes him, though I think he dies at the end of the first manga. I don't think he's actually dead. But I mean, I hate the people who talk like that, but it's gonna be like 5 weeks before I get the next volume, so it doesn't really matter. But this is also set in the 00 world, where Celestial Being decides that they're going to end all war by committing terrorism and murdering people. Because that's totally going to work. Totally, totally. They want to unite the world into a single government to stop strife and warfare and all that kind of stuff. But that doesn't quite accommodate for people being people. Alright. And I keep reading this as Fresco. Or Fonta, so I'll probably start calling them Fonta. This is the support unit that they never bring up in the original show, made up of the former Meisters and people who weren't quite chosen to be Meisters. So you remember how Celestial Being were given four reactors in the beginning? They were given 1, and it's an older one. Okay, it is Spock. I read that as Spark, but, you know. Okay. Okay, so from the explanation in the back of the first book, he wasn't a terrorist, he was a mercenary, except for this is the universe where all mercenaries are assholes instead of people trying to, you know, pay their bills and might be assholes. You know, he fought against the Gundam Meisters, and somehow figured out celestial being was a thing. Okay. She takes more than 2 breaths to begin to finish up the sentence, and it annoys the crap out of me. I'm sorry I skipped that. Like, standard Japanese is really fast, and it's actually kind of hard to keep up most of the time. With people who talk like that, though, it's literally like talking like that. Which you're kind of expecting it so you know it, but it's kind of like, oh, how are you? Yeah, how are you doing? Like, so she's one of the former Gundam Meisters from the first generation. I don't really know too much about them, though. I probably should, but I haven't decided to read those books yet. Maybe after this is over, I will. And this is fun, yeah. He's apparently 18. I don't believe it, though. He looks like he's in his 30s. All these characters are in their 30s except for Fon. Oh, and Eiko got disallowed from being a Meister due to some, like, small thing like his eyesight wasn't good enough or something like that. I don't exactly remember what it said. I'm pretty sure he's the character who's going to sacrifice himself to save the main character eventually, because they don't really like each other. That or one of the Veda lollies, because those are also a thing. And Fon's yet another one of those characters who really needs to go see a psychologist, or a psychiatrist, but probably won't. I mean, I know they're trying to make it so, like, you know, the voice of the viewer base that, you know, Celestial Being is inherently flawed, and Aeolia just doesn't figure it out. But, like, making him do it just makes it kind of a straw man argument, like, oh, he's crazy, but he's right. Yeah, see, I think he's trying to fake split personality disorder instead of actually having it. Though, I wouldn't be surprised if they told us that he was a super soldier as well. And he was one of those kids like Alleluia and Marie, who he has two distinct personalities and they mesh well together, unlike everyone else who they don't mesh well together. Oh, so the choker around his neck is a bomb device that will, like, decapitate him or something. You know, Sierra Madre style. And he's also wearing handcuffs, you just can't tell. But he, like, you know, jizzes his pants every time he gets the handcuffs turned off. I'm not kidding, look it up, it's kind of creepy. It's like, you won't make full use of me, I'll go kill myself. Jumps off space station. See? I'm rebelling!
数百年かけて準備したソレスタルビーイング、そして機動兵器ガンダム。私は若い時組織にスカウトされガンダムの開発に携わった。ガンダムの開発を終えた私は組織の中心であるコンピューターソレスタルビーイングをサポートする組織フェレシテを作った。フェレシテの目的は一つ、ソレスタルビーイングの活動をサポートすること。
So I have to ask, Fereshte is a god, isn't it? I'm saying, like, I don't know, Iranian god of victory, maybe? Or Babylonian god of victory or something like that? Oh yeah, her. She may or may not be a Veda clone, I'm not quite sure, but she's one of those, oh, I'm 12, but I'm the greatest mechanic ever. No, you're not a Gundam Meister. He is. You failed. The Plutona is one of the first generation or second generation Gundams. She has a complex about it. So I don't exactly know what happened to her, but at least from what I noticed, like one of her friends died while piloting one of the other of the three. The third one being the Zero Gundam that Ribbons eventually steals, and she feels responsible for the other person dying. And that last line is why I think he's one of the super soldiers. I don't know, of course, but it's possible. We'll figure it out, though, because I won't read any more of the book beyond that. Ooh, I really like the color style of this one, though. Very Gundam 5 reminiscent, and I like the Gundam 5. I'm a bigger fan of Gundam 4, though. Oh god, it's gonna be a Misha situation, isn't it? Watashi no Part 2! Hate it already. Tyrian space types. They have smooth bore cannons, which only allow for 2 rounds of ammunition. They also only have an operational time of 120 minutes. Not that that'll matter in this game. If I remember correctly, they're on a giant floating asteroid from Jupiter that kind of, you know, has its own arc around the planet. And they just have a bunch of, like, resource asteroids everywhere. I gotta murder you all, my bad. Alright, yeah, that's gonna piss me off. Oh, okay. So that's easy, killing 2 enemies in the same turn. You know how I'm gonna do it? I'm gonna hit one. I'm gonna hit one, damage it to where I can kill it in 1 round. And then I'm not gonna hit it that turn, and then the next turn, I'll kill both of them. So as is tradition, you always miss the first shot. So that's a smoothbore cannon that's, you know, about twice the diameter of the Zaku's. I read a article once that said, you know, bullets technically without rifling would fly farther in space, but like it would be so little of a change that it would be kind of pointless. I don't know how true that is or not, but I think that's what they were going for. It'd be like, it would fly a whole, you know, 0.2 seconds faster or something. And since, you know, unless it hits something, it's not going to stop. It doesn't really change anything. Cool. So if I had missed that shot and I didn't hit the commander, then what I would do is I would just wait the turn and not hit anyone. I'm assuming this is going to be the same exact attack animation, but I'm curious. Okay, yeah, it's the same thing. So you'll notice this is the commander because it has a horn. Oh, hey, I actually got hit. Blow away and disappear. Alright, so... Alright. So he has slightly over 3,000 HP. They both do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move to here, and I'm going to shoot them. I would melee them, because I'm pretty sure it would do more than it's supposed to, but I don't want to test it. So I will melee the commander to death. So yeah, I'll show you guys the melee animation. I just don't want to, you know, screw up on getting the critical thing, because I tried to show you guys something. Not that the critical one in this one actually changes anything, or the bonus. You know, I'd prefer it. Hey, high tension. Yep. So I don't think this is going to kill him, but I think it'll damage him enough to where the counterattack will kill him. Okay, that was pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I liked that. That was cool. Definitely not gonna use this character though. Oh, since I forgot to mention in the last episode, but when the actual game comes out, there's custom units, and apparently they made custom units a lot better in this one. So I'll probably be using them for the full game. So on the first episode of the new series, let me know if you want a custom character, and then I'll do a separate video where I'll show you all the possible customizations and that kind of stuff, so you can choose how you want your character to be. At least my current plan right now is like per recording session, so a mission to 3. I'll have your custom character in there if there's as many as last time, because I believe there were 140 custom characters all that came through in the last one, and it was like 10 per battle. Or I could use 10 mobile suits per battle, or 16 after a little while. But stat-wise in Genesis, the custom characters were literally about a third of the protagonist or some of the other characters, like even Rumble Rawl had 3 times the melee and the shooting of a custom character. So they were good in the beginning, but once you could afford real characters, like, it didn't really matter. Also, we're in like a forest. How is this a space base? Or did we put it in a hole inside of an area we had terraformed? Azotistan. I always forget what they called it. In my mind, I always think of it as Afghanistan. Though it's closer to Iran, I believe. That, the representative being Setsuna's waifu. They do get married for, like, what, 7 years or something like that? And then he just forgets she exists and leaves and goes somewhere else for 70 years? To, you know, hang out with aliens and have weird alien brain sex? Well, yeah, to fix the Union, you invaded another, and then you added, you know, the overextension and dealing with incorporating those 2 areas into your country. Like, seriously. Oh, so in the 0-0 world, you can recreate oil using solar power. And yeah, so as you pretty much figure out, that's a zero-sum game. And you're still polluting the world, but you're spending more to make the oil than you're, you know, saving energy on it. So oil costs quite a bit, and so no one's using it. And if however much oil you create in the year, you also have to take that CO2 out of the atmosphere. So you're spending a ton of money to pull CO2 out of the atmosphere and not making a ton of money. And they're wondering why this doesn't work out economically. But they're also, you know, storing all the CO2 back in the old caverns created by mining oil out, which may or may not work. You would have to, like, coat the inside of those caverns with a seal and replace it every few years, or it would start permeating into the land around it. Abulhool. See, that's the one I can't pronounce. It's basically a jet fighter mobile suit that can transform into, like, a Macross. Yeah, it's basically just a Macross. Like, it can turn from jet mode into mobile suit mode, or mecha mode. So, Fon was a mercenary for the AEU, which is the European-centered one. And apparently he knew Ali from the Solar Wars, to the point where he can recognize just his actions in a mobile suit. He also apparently used a mobile armor to figure out celestial being existed and capture a Gundam. I mean, I understand that the orbital solar panels are better, but why wouldn't a country like this be, you know, doing local solar generation as well? They have a lot of desert and not much to do with the desert. It's kind of why Saudi Arabia is kind of trying to turn around and do that as well, but it's not really working because they get way too much profit from oil. So as soon as they start investing in non-oil things, everyone else will too. So they kind of skipped it, but Fon actually supported Lock-On during a mission in between this and the next one in Chapter 2. Basically, he was using a scanner mobile suit underwater to pick out targets that were above the water, so Lock-On could snipe them. I forget where that was, though. I think it might have been the terrorist thing that they were mentioning earlier. Alright, so the Caliverse here. We won't be able to reach them for at least 3 turns, but I'm assuming more are going to come. And then the raid group here. Yeah, so it'll be about 3 turns before we can reach these guys, but we're going to blow past these guys in the center and just try to, you know, capture or catch these guys. And we'll take out the guys in the center when we get the chance. I do love how there's just a button, give up. Oh, that we can do. So, you know, same plan as we did in the previous battle. Oh, and these are Hellions. They're PMC Trust. So these are linear cannons, basically railguns, except for they're not really treated like railguns in this world. But just calling them linear cannons on their own is kind of a misnomer. Damn it, Elias. You better not die. I have a whole lot of not money invested in you. Oh, what kind of actions do you have anyway? You have GN Vulcan and GN Missiles, and they're both kind of trash. And you can't transform. That helps. But we'll deal with you in a bit. Nope, can't reach. Okay, that's fine. Oh, and do you guys have anything else besides the linear cannon and melee? No. Okay, that's basically what I expected. I need to get them all the +1 movement stuff, but I don't know if I want to or not. Okay, so victory condition, if you didn't see, was kill 5 people, or, you know, have Fon defeat 4 people. Damn, he does a lot of damage. It's a lot better than I thought, actually. Oh, that counts the explosion, though, which is an extra 500. Okay. Alright, so... yeah, they all took about the same amount of damage. That's good. Ooh. Oh, so I found out something really cool about the Rhodey in this game. It's immune to... I don't want to kill him. I won't do it. But it's immune to beam attacks. I've fought on that hill many, many times, but... So, in universe of IBO, Nano Laminate is immune to beams. Because the laser beams in IBO are quite literally endothermic, or they don't have any heat to them at all. Because you see, like, the armor being damaged by explosions, and early on, the documents have actually said that one of the ways you take out a mobile suit is you burn the armor off. Like, physically with fire. To the point where a Molotov cocktail is considered an anti-mobile suit weapon in the with the Dork colonies. Oh, I'll show you the next one. Yeah, a Molotov cocktail is considered a anti-mobile suit weapon with the Dork colonies. Which theoretically means you just have to burn the armor off to, you know, destroy the armor, right? Well, apparently laser beams in this world don't cause heat. There's also one of the early documents that came out with it where they, like, explained what space rats are and all that kind of stuff. That the two ways to destroy nano laminate armor is either to chip it off with a gun, so you literally have to shoot the same place so many times that it breaks the armor, or if you're really enterprising, you can, you know, use napalm or light it on fire. And you can actually burn it away. So suits like the Garmrodi and everything have flamethrowers on them. Or, well, can use flamethrowers, I should say. They just were never used in the show for raisins. I think the official explanation as to why that is that the Gundams move so much faster than normal mobile suits that flamethrowers were basically useless against them. So they tried not to rely on that kind of stuff. God, you are such a douche. I don't know how I'd feel about the cockpit raising up to use the Vulcans, because theoretically that would mean your point of view would change as you moved up. Which, when flying a plane, you want to be on kind of level with the rest of the plane, so you don't accidentally, like, clip the ground or anything below you. Yeah, I used to run an IBO tabletop, so I did a lot of research into IBO, like a lot. And one of the things I had was mobile suit-sized flamethrowers, and then man-made or man-held napalm launcher, which were kind of cool. They would be like, you'd fire a bazooka or a rocket launcher at a mobile suit, and it would just so happen to be full of napalm. Lots and lots of fun. Oh, also, if you remember the Naze stuff from IBO, they also were, or, well, the first time when they interacted with Naze and they were kind of doing the ship battle against the Hammerhead, they did also include using napalm warheads against the Hammerhead. Alright, cool. Did that unlock anything? No, it didn't. These are all level 6s, damn. That's gonna be a while. I'm assuming Ali and the XER are gonna spawn back here. So I want to move, if I can, I want to move everyone away from them. But the downside to all of this is the tornadoes aren't not as fast moving as everyone else, so they're actually kind of staying behind. So this here is a spinner roadie. It's a pretty common variation of a roadie used by, you know, revolutionaries and rebels, because the roadie was kind of commonly used as a... Oh, I thought he died there. I was like, what the hell? Oh, the roadie was commonly used for, like, colony construction and repair operations. So it was pretty common to have the roadie taken by these worker factions or these rebels or communists or whatever and converted to use, you know, normal weaponry or mobile suit grade weaponry. Like, even the axe on the spinner roadie is literally designed to destroy rocks. Okay, those are both the same. Really? God damn you. Alright. I was kind of trying to avoid it, but it didn't happen, so it is what it is. Yeah. I need to collect some stuff up and, like, try to set up a setting for... a setting for 0-0. I can pull out a seed one out of my ass if I needed to. I just have to stat everyone out. But I'm not very good at 0-0. Okay, so this is before the Exia stuff. This is when he's heading back to the base. Oh. Alright, fuck you? Yeah, these literally just have, you know, explode. Self-destruct. Enemy is destroyed if attack is critical. Gotta be careful with those. And you're just in another Hellion. Okay, nothing interesting there. Okay, yeah, and I can't do anything with those, so we'll grab these guys up, turn around, hit the guys who are moving at our backs, and then we'll go up towards Graham and them. Oh, hey, you guys. Oh, you guys are still retreating too. God damn it. So we're gonna hit the guys who are retreating first instead. And we'll just leave Graham and them for later. Just because the guys who are retreating will either leave the stage or just kind of be a pain to deal with. Alright, cool. So we're gonna have you move up to here. You're gonna... Well, actually, we're gonna pull you back to here. You're going to Fun Rotachi this guy. And you defended, so we didn't get to kill you, but that's fine. So because they can't hit us back, they're gonna defend. Yeah. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna move you up to here. You're gonna shoulder mantle missile pods this guy. Hey, Renlo leveled up. Oh, he's actually a much better melee character in this game. In the previous games, his melee was kind of garbage. It's funny too, because I always stick him in the Strike Noir, and the Strike Noir's like all-around attack is considered melee. God damn it, Renlo. Alright, so there's that. Oh, not move all, I just want move. And we can't do the mass attack, that sucks. It's fine that he blocked that, because we weren't going to get to use that hit anyway, so, like, what's the downside? Oof. Luckily we had the ship nearby, so it's not a big deal. Damn it! One job. One job. Oh, also because we're here. God, I love how that sounds. It's like a spaceship door. Just slap to the face. So my plan originally was to get the tornado to level up, but that didn't happen, so instead we're doing it this way, damn it. Alright, and... Okay, this is gonna be stupid, and I probably shouldn't do it this way. Okay, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Yep, still don't get anything because you get everything at level 3. Curious about something though. Whoops. Nice. Straight reduction of 3,500 for beam weapons. Super useful if they're not doing more than 3,500. Ooh, I know. This is gonna make him go out of tension though, because it didn't kill him. Yep. Oh no, it didn't. Sweet. Usually that'll mean they'll go out of tension if they hit somebody and don't kill them when they're in super high tension. But I guess that's not a thing. Or at least not in this incident. It might be based off like reaction or something like that, and I just have never known before. So before we take on Ali, though, we're going to take on the people in the back, or the missiles, and the Hellion in the back. Oh, you didn't... I don't actually want the Phoenix to get that kill, though. So we're not going to have him attack back if he gets attacked. I'd prefer a tornado, to be honest. So there's a weird thing. If if you have counter support and you kill them with the counter support or the extra support, the person who did the support gets a little bit of experience, like 10 points or so. But even if the main person misses... Ooh, endurance. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah. Even if the main person misses, they still get full experience for it. Actually, I don't want him to do that, because I don't want the Phoenix to get experience for that. God damn it. Damn it, Mark, you're supposed to be good at your job. Damn it, not Mark, you're supposed to be good at your job. Damn it, Renlo, you're supposed to be good at your job. Yeah, I know, and you're just gonna have to sit out now. Oh. I was not expecting that, to be honest. I always call him Ali Sanchez. Okay. I mean, Fon could technically kill him. If we didn't, yeah. If we did the math, Fon could technically kill him. But I don't want him to kill him because I want to kill the extra guys at the bottom. Cool. Alright, so... Okay. Your suit's at level 2. Renlo, your suit's at level 2, and you don't get anything till level 6. Elias, you're at level 2, and you don't get anything till level 4. Alright, I'm just gonna have Kay do it. And then I'll have... Now I'll just move to here and have you kill this guy. She can learn a new ability, physical weapon. Ooh, that's really good. So 3% less energy usage for a weapon. The thing with those is the more of them you get is how you upgrade it. Like, you don't have to get a level 2 to upgrade it. You can just get another level 1. That was very dangerous, and I shouldn't have done that. Because he could have easily missed, and then, you know, got countered and died. I don't think damage-wise that would have happened, but it was possible. And so you're at full HP. You can't get anything to level 3, but you're level 2. You can't get anything to level 4, and you're level 3. And yeah, you're level 2, and you can't get anything to level 4. You actually need the least amount of EXP to get there. So... oh yeah, and you can only have 3... for the most part, you can only have 3 support attacks. Occasionally, there's characters who can do more, or sometimes less, depending on the command of the commander. Or leader, I should say. Oh, hey, he actually leveled up from that. Cool. Alright, so we're going to pull everyone back. You healed up quite a bit that last battle, or that last turn, actually. I could kill him this round if I wanted to, but I don't, because I want to take on these guys. Yeah, it's the 2 over there that are inactive. Yep. I moved the ship into their, like, range on purpose, so that Ollie would target the ship instead of Fon. Yep, come on. Alright, so I'm gonna move you. Gonna defuse you just because I'm curious if you're considered a large or not. There is no animation to this attack. Like, straight out. Alright, ran low. Oh, wait. I don't know how big their explosion radius is, but in the older games, when you took down a missile, it exploded, like, legitimately. Yeah, okay. I know earlier on it said that it was only 1, but you never can be too careful. And you're level 3 now. So, I'll have Elias move here. Mega Beam Cannon, you, along with you for support. Alright, so I'm gonna have you come out to, say, here. I was kinda hoping, but that's fine. Alright, so my man Rhodey. Alright, how much experience do you... You just need a little bit more. So... God, I love that ships actually hit people now. It's so nice. It's like, in the earlier games, it was kind of a joke. It's just like, oh yeah, your ship's gonna miss. It's just how it is. But, like, actually being able to hit people is so nice. Alright. Yeah, so... Oh, this is... Yeah, the Libris. This is one from Gecko. The Man Rhodey, which... Yeah, can be used on the ground in this game. That's cool. And then the Garm Rhodey. I'm assuming this is the Landman Rhodey, but we'd have to find out later. That's cool. Alright, so Sortie... You... Ah, you can't reach him. Okay. Oh. Oh shit, he does a lot of damage. I know I've responded like that twice in a row now, but damn, he does a lot of damage. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Yep. Come on. Come on. Oh yeah, of course Renlo's out of energy. He's always out of energy. I guess downside to the Phoenix 01 is like its energy consumption super high. Alright, and so you're at level 2 and you're at level 3. I doubt he's going to level up from this, but damn. Well, that screws up my plan. I was gonna have her attack it, do a bit more damage, have him over here go and defuse beam cannon him. Get the kill so, you know, he could get the experience. Oh, cool, and if you say no, it adds it to your stock. Useful. Alright, so then from here, we're gonna have him, you know, beam rifle along with U rifle and U rifle. I mean, there's enough coin flips where it has to happen, right? Right? God damn it. Are you kidding me, man? Alright, fuck it. Yep. Alright, so I missed 7 50-50 chances in a row. I'm pretty sure math-wise that's like, what, 1 in 136? Or 1,367? I know technically that's incorrect. It's literally a 50-50 chance that it would happen. It's Gambor's fallacy that, you know, the more times you get it wrong, the statistic goes higher. But it makes me feel better, damn it. And she leveled up off of that, so I'll take that as a win. Wow, and the ship leveled up off of that. Though with the ship, I'd rather put up my dodge, but oh well. Energy was worth 1, the others were worth 2. So he actually escapes from this battle, then goes to the base, gets that spider thing. I want to say the Agrisa, and then almost captures the Exia. Setsuna. Yeah, so basically they, you know, Setsuna's life as a child soldier. He kind of knew Graham. Not really, but kind of. In the way that, like, you know, the murderers in your group. But anyway, folks, I think that'll be that. Like the episode if you like it, dislike it if it didn't. We'll be back for some more a little bit later. Good night, folks.